Good early afternoon, everyone. I wanted to bring an update here. I don't have my tablet here as my son's in his therapy. I did a short if you're looking for XRP, but I want to talk about commodities real quick. We'll talk about more about this in the live tonight. But commodities right now are soaring. Gold's up $45 an ounce or 1.5% on the day and up to $2,978 an ounce. This is absolutely incredible. So money does find yield. So with all of the new tariff talk coming out with Trump, people don't understand the economics. It's simple as that. Money finds yield. So it's leaving risk assets. It's in gold, up 45 bucks an ounce. It's finding its way to silver, up 1.85%. Today, up almost to $34 an ounce. It's also finding some yield in commodities, which we expanded on the last several days. I've been talking about very deeply commodities and how I expanded in B2 Gold even. Have many different layers of this, but B2 Gold right now is up 5.62%, up to $2.92 today. You have First Majestic Silver up 7.74%. It's been on a roll here, up to $6.62. Hopefully some of you have been buying this, have been paying attention to it. Fortuna Silver Mines looks to be on its way with that nice V-shaped recovery. We have First Majestic breaking out of this area, same V-shape. So right now for Fortuna Silver Mines, it's at where First Majestic was at about $6.20, and now it surged its way up to $6.62. That's a major pivot point. If we break that 660 and hold, we're going to be having some very nice fortunes here for First Majestic. Like the next area up, once we get past here and overtake and hold, I guess we could come up to like right here just to finish off the top of this cup at 675. But once you break that, I think we're working on a longer term cup up here at like $8. So, and we've talked very deeply, if you guys are interested in commodities during the lives, about how they had a acquisition, so it made it look bad on the balance sheet. It had a big dump down where that inverse head was, and that's where we capitalized all the way back down on this back test. And we've just been sitting and waiting, and now it's gone up about $2.20 per share, and I have just over 1,000 shares of First Majestic. Pays out a small dividend. I also have just over 1,000 shares of Fortuna Silver Mines. Doesn't pay a dividend, but it has a large producer of not just silver, but also gold. They also have quite a bit of gold. And I think we're in an opportune time, big reversal potentially starting here, and on underwhelming earnings, because a lot of the stuff is being kept in the ground. They were very smart at most of these mining companies. They lost on earnings this time around about 85% off. And you'll see a perfect example here, missed by, oh no, this isn't the right one, right here. Missed by 81.4%. You can also see another example of what I'm talking about here with B2 Gold. Missed earnings by 83%, pretty much level with revenue. Same with First Majestic, or Fortuna Silver Mines. But they had announced, a lot of these companies, that they were not going to pull any additional gold and silver out of the ground last year. So they were going to wait until 25 when the price appreciated, and what a great idea that was. I think these are going to surge. It's the most silent bull market I've ever seen in commodities and precious metals, and I don't want anybody to talk about it. I hope everybody stays silent. I hope that it continues to be an easy trade, and I really wanted to just talk about this for a few minutes. I got to go back, but we have Fortuna Silver Mines getting ready, and if it breaks out of this area, it's been stuck in here, 556, and then get that confirmation at 588. We are off to the proverbial races. Like, this is something that's been building up for a rather long time. The top of this pattern is all the way up here near about 10 bucks. It's about 10 bucks here. And one could argue maybe it's on a rising wedge, but it's got a long ways to go, and all the way up to 10 bucks, that's a big move from it, almost a 1x. So, a lot to be watching for. So that's First Majestic, that's Fortuna Silver Mines. We'll touch base on B2 Gold, Barrick Gold, gold and silver bullion, and the gold-silver ratio just after this intro. Good mid-afternoon, or good early afternoon. 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Thursday, March 14th, or 13th, 2025. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So pay attention to the silver miners. Silver's up 2% today on the day. It's spectacular. We're working up to that $39.55 area. We'll come back on top now of what was a rising channel that we came outside of. We're firmly back within this rising channel. This is how you maintain bullish structure. This is something we failed to do in cryptocurrency. But now money's finding yield in commodities and precious metals. So that's what's starting to happen here. Now, if we can get over this, it's pretty close here, $34.30. We'd be cooking. We'd be cooking. We're trying to finish this little cup here at $34.50 roughly. We're right at that. We're basically at the cusp here. So if we can get over that and hold, we're going to be cooking up to like $39.55. We'll look at a much deeper look at this in the live tonight. And then B2 gold. That's like my baby and the commodities when it comes to the gold mining. They also had a record number of silver as well. But I added just the other day on Monday when it had that dive. I was very transparent about it. We had on Monday, that's Friday. When we came on Monday, it did this double dive, right? Or Wednesday, Monday. Wait a minute, what is it today? Friday? Yeah, Monday. When it came down to the 260 area, I added more. So I have 3,400 shares. I added like 350 or 400 shares. So I'm well vested. I'm like 3,400 shares right now. And this is a nice W reversal, a nice V-shaped recovery, inverse head and shoulder, right shoulder created the bullish Gartley W reversal. And we have that 303 resistance, but I have a feeling that we've been beaten down for a while. This could finally be the opportune time to get on top of this, make a move up here to about $3.30, and then back test at 303. So we'll see how this plays out again. We'll talk about this more in the live tonight at around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Barrick Gold at 1898 has a beautiful bullish Gartley reversal as well. It's not as defined, but you can see it. We're coming from the bottom of the formation. We should be targeting 21, I would say 2030 is that first big move, but we're going to have to come back up to the top of the range as well. Nice little bull flag here with the reversal. And then if it were to play out of this, so yeah, see, this should get us up here in the short term up, maybe even to $21. And then we have over the top of the pattern formation. But we'll talk more about Barrick Gold as well in the live. We're going to have a little commodities talk today, obviously. We've been talking about it the last few days, only because I've been talking about it more because I could see the ramp up here. So, you know, we've been talking about this, that commodities and precious metals are starting to like what Trump is saying. Now the one thing we're going to get back, if we can get back above this resistance at 2,983, we can get back on top of this rising channel after the breakdown. And this would be ultra bullish. Ultra bullish. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. And then the gold-silver ratio is diving, which it should. Silver's going to start to outproduce gold here eventually. And this is probably what we're starting to aim towards. We got the rejection at 91.9. Gold versus silver per ounce, so the gold-silver ratio got rejected at 91.9. Now it's going to come down to the support structure at 86.8, but eventually it's going to fall through and we're going to reshift and revalue the gold-silver ratio. So have a blessed day. Make sure to hit that like button. I'd love to hear your comments. I know I had to do this on my phone, but it's a spectacular day in gold as it's approaching a record of $3,000 per ounce. Silver is approaching $4. First Majestic is up 9.4%. Now Fortuna Silver Mines is up about 2%. This is going to be a spectacular time to be alive here in the precious metal sector. Have a blessed day, everybody.